Good morning, and welcome to the 75th Isn't It Time Facebook live show. I'm your host, Sally Thibault. Today, we're talking all things winter. It's going to be a very practical show today. So, as a friend of mine once used to say, it's a little bit of like the woo-woo with the how to do. So, welcome to winter, 1st of June here in the Southern Hemisphere. So wherever you are this morning, I hope you are warm. It's a gorgeous morning here on the Gold Coast. However, a tad chilly, not as chilly as it was the last couple of mornings when I was walking at 5:30 and it was 4 degrees and 3 degrees. But it's a beautiful, beautiful morning. So as you pop on this morning, say hi, let me know where you are. We've got a big show today, a really big show today. I'm just seeing what's on there. Really big show. There it is. It's my drink bottle. I can see this green thing. Morning, Deborah. Good morning, Donna. Yeah, chilly mornings, isn't it been this week? My goodness gracious, it sort of went, because on Monday, it was so warm, wasn't it? It was absolutely gorgeous, snuggling in bed. Yeah, nice, Deb. Got a cup of tea. Yes. So, what the show this week's all about, because for the next 90 days, of course, it's all about, it's a little bit, cooler and it's a little bit colder. And if you're really, kind of in the eastern states, the southern states, I know where my family are, my sister was telling me it was snowing where she was on Tuesday, I think she said, Tuesday or Wednesday. So good morning, Anne. It's really a bit chilly. It's turned cold really quickly, but let's talk about how we get through winter. The average person puts on about 2.5 kilos over winter, and just because of the different lifestyle. So what we're going to do today is I'm going to give you some practical tips, some practical hacks to get through the winter. And number one, of course, is always intuitive eating. So just making sure that I've got my notes here, making sure that you are eating to honor your body all the way through this. Some of the things I'm going to be talking about today are kind of helping with your immune system as well. So just some practical tips. One of the things that I find during winter months is that you need to do things that aren't going to take a lot of time again, because there's a tendency to want to stay in bed a little bit longer, and kind of those mornings get shorter and shorter with your time. So we're going to be talking about that. So this week, of course, winter is about sort of, creamy, warm foods. I know we had, what did we have this week? We had a beautiful mushroom pasta that we made this week, and some pumpkin soup. So that's yeah, right, Donna. Yes, good news. No, it's just, it was interesting because some of the research I was reading, it's actually part of our natural thing to do is that hibernation. A little bit extra weight keeps you warmer, as all good bears know. But let's not be the bears. All right. So let's get into it. Look at some hacks. One of the things that you really need to do over the winter is ensure you're keeping your vegetable intake up. This is very important for antioxidants, of course, and for your immune system. So one of the things, of course, the ways to do that is soup. Now, we have a great, Jerry, my husband, makes some phenomenal pumpkin soup. Let me know if you've got a special soup that you really love to eat during the winter months, because that's a way, as I said, of getting those vegetables into you. Sometimes, in summer, it's really easy to eat fruit. We've got lots of fabulous summer fruits always. And so winter, it gets a little bit challenging to eat more fruit. So really up the vegetable intake. You really need those antioxidants, really important for, as I said, keeping your immune system. And just one thing I do want to mention before I forget to say this, if you were sick over winter, stay home in bed. The girl who does my nails, I had an appointment with her last Friday, and she messaged me. She said, look, I've got a cold. I don't think I should be sitting opposite you today because I'm sneezing a lot. I was really grateful that she said that. Anyway, I went back yesterday and she said she'd cancelled all her appointments for Friday and Saturday. And the number of people who'd said, thank you so much for doing that, because that's the way we stop this, bug spreading. And part of our superwoman imposter syndrome process can be that we tend to soldier on when we're unwell. And she was telling me, we were discussing the difference between man flu and mum flu. And she had this image of a mum flu. No one really cares. That's exactly right. Right? So when you're sick, stay home. Please stay home. Go to bed. Look after yourself. Your body is trying to tell you something. Oh, yum. Vegetable curry, Donna. Yummy, yum. Oh, yes, I do love a good vegetable curry. Really good. It's really good with who's watching MasterChef at the moment? Because there's a guy on there, Sanjeev, and he's making the most incredible curries. Oh, I love them. Oh, lentil and vegetable soup. Yum, Anne, that's so good. Really great, lots of protein too in that, in lentil. So those are the types of things. As I said, pumpkin soup, cream of cauliflower soup or broccoli soup or any of those, adding, instead of full cream, you can add coconut cream instead. And Donna, what did you say? Yeah, good on her not going. There's nothing worse than those who like to share. Yes. And another friend of mine was telling me she came home from... on the plane, came home 2 weeks ago on the plane, and she said I could tell people were coughing and sneezing, and she was really sick. She was really sick for this last week. And another aunt of mine who's unwell, she has a lung disease, but was in hospital with pneumonia. So we really got to be really careful this year. So keep up those vegetables, and if you're sick, stay in bed. Don't go, don't share. All right, here we go. Next one. Keep up the fluid intake. Okay, this is really important in the cooler months as you're moving between warm environments. You might have the heating on at home, and then you go outside and you really are becoming dehydrated. And there's a tendency for us to drink more warmer drinks, so maybe tea and coffee, which actually are diuretics. They actually drain the body of fluid. So there's a lot. If water's too hard, there's an amazing array of herb teas at the moment that you can. My absolute favorite, and those who were here for the event last weekend, I shared my favorite is a beautiful tea, licorice, cocoa and cinnamon, cacao and chili. I'll get it right in a minute. Cacao and chili. My favorite. Yeah, buses, trains, plane, shopping centre. I know. I was so grateful to Jade yesterday. She was. She actually, she's a self-employed person, so she went out without income for those 2 days. But everybody was so grateful for her. She sort of picked it up later on. So absolutely. All right. So fluid, lots of herb teas, a little bit of honey. If you just think, I don't really like the herb tea, a little bit of honey, rice malt syrup in your tea, just for a little bit of sweetness. That's great instead of the sugary stuff. Rice malt syrup is really good for adding sweetness. So if you like things like, very sweet things, when do we put it in? Put it in some smoothies. You can grab it just in the sugar aisle at Woolworths. It's really good. It's a slow-acting sweetener, fabulous rice malt syrup. And that's really good for if you want to sort of keep those sugar sweetness up over the winter time. Plenty of bright coloured vegetables. Really important to keep those antioxidants up, as I mentioned before. So think colour. Think colour when you're looking at your vegetables. Cauliflower at the moment. I know it's white, but anyway, cauliflower is so cheap at the moment. It's $2.20 a head I saw yesterday or something. Wow, you can really stock up on that. Cauliflower fried rice is another favourite in our house. We just love cauliflower fried rice. So you just blend up the cauliflower so it's a little, and just treat it like it's, and just, fry it up in some olive oil and add all the rest of the stuff to it. Great way of adding those little bit extras to your vegetable intake. I'll get it right in a minute. Good morning, Sally. Good night, Sally. Are you going to bed? I'm not talking to myself, everybody. I'm talking to my friend Sally. Good night, Sally, if you're heading to bed. Now, the other hack, goji berry. Oh, yes, goji berries. Sally is a nutritionist. So great. Sally, thank you. Goji berries are great. Boiled on the stove with spices and ginger. Oh, yum. Sally, what do you do with that? What do you do with that? Can you just let me know what you do with that, goji berries? Do you then let them cool them down, or do you add them to something? That sounds yummy. Spices and ginger. Yeah, cauliflower rice is really lovely. Oh, I love it. We just love it. in our house. It's always a favorite on our dinner table at least once a week. And then, of course, we make enough for lunch the next day. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So cauliflower rice, absolutely. All right, next one. I find essential oils, diffusing essential oils in the house, really beautiful. I use doTERRA oils, and I love my favorite ones at the moment. I like the citrus blends in the winter. Again, it's kind of adding to the brightness in the house. I'm using lemongrass, wild orange, and tangerine at the moment. Oh my God, it's just beautiful. But lemon, wild orange, anything with that real citrusy aroma kind of just elevates the mood in the house that I found. And I know my daughter's in Vancouver because they had a really rough kind of wet winter this year and went on forever. And they were diffusing the essential oils in the house all the time just to try and keep that, their mood up, really. And talking about that, I love my first drink in the morning, instead of a cup of real tea or herb tea, I love lemon and ginger in my tea in the morning. It's just beautiful. That's kind of filling that body again full of the antioxidants and the good vitamins and plenty of citrus fruits to help vitamin C. Sally Emerson would know more about this than me, but that's what I found, sort of hacks that work for me. And the other thing is, of course, making sure your vitamin D intake is up really well in the summer. This is the time of the year we can actually be in the sun without it getting burnt. So if you can grab a few minutes in the sun every day, even at lunchtime, we're very fortunate here that most of the time it's sunny. I know, having children now living in Canada, I can really see how their moods are affected by this lack of vitamin D. And of course, they experience, people in, especially in BC, in Vancouver, experience that SAD, seasonal affective disorder, quite intensely. So it's very important. Many of them take vitamin D supplements to help keep their vitamin D intake up. So if you're feeling a bit down, check your vitamin D levels. Make sure you're getting plenty of citrus in order to keep that mood up. All right, how are we going? We're good. Everybody's. You've got any ideas and tips that you love and things that you do over winter? Please let us know, okay? Because it's great to be able to share it. All right, now we're going to move on to the next one, and that's exercise. Do you know, it's really hard, isn't it, to get up in the mornings when it's cold and dark and get out for a walk? There's a couple of things about that. Obviously, the safety aspect is one, but still it's really hard for the body. I'm very fortunate where we live. We're close to the beach, and so it's, I can see the dawn as it's starting, and it's just absolutely beautiful. Thanks, Donna. Thank you. It's absolutely beautiful. But there are some mornings when it's just going to be, oh, here we go. Here's Sally. Thank you. Simmer water and goji berries on low for 20 minutes. Add chunks of ginger, cinnamon, cardamom pods. Oh, scoop out a ladleful as a base for homemade hot chocolate. Oh, yum. Oh, that sounds divine. Ginger, cinnamon, cardamom pods. Oh, wow. That sounds really cool. Or sip on the berry liquid on its own. Really lovely. Great tips. Thanks, Sally. They're terrific. Oh, I'm going to go and get me some goji berries today. That's really lovely. Really lovely. Oh, yum, 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 yum. Yeah, some great tips. Thanks, Sally. Anybody else has got some great tips of things that you do? Really share them today. All right, talk about exercise. Now, all you need in exercise to keep your energy levels up is 20 minutes. Now, in the 2 and 20 principle, I talk about 20 minutes of exercise plus 2 what we call HIT sessions, 2 20-second bursts of energy. Now, that's what really kept me going over the winter last year, was ensuring that I kept my exercise up. Now, here's why the 20 minutes kind of works in your head. You get out the door and walk 10 minutes one way and 10 minutes back. And in that 10 minutes one way, which might be to the end of your street or the next street or around the block or whatever it is, you add 1 20-second but fast as you can. Now, whether that's a walk, like really pumping your arms and walking for 20 seconds, if you can and you want, you can jog for 20 seconds, depends on where you are fitness-wise. But 10 minutes one way with a 20-second fast burst, turn around 10 minutes back the other way, 20-minute burst. That's all you need. You actually don't need anything more. You let me know if you can still see me. Oh, I'm back. We had a little thing. Can everybody just let me know if I'm still on? I was run and roll then. Can you just let me know if I'm still on? I know looks like yes. Okay, cool. We're still here. Interesting. Just my screen went black and I lost everything for a minute. Okay, cool. We're back. All right, I'm going to keep going. Cool. All right. But if it's raining, all right, and you really can't get outside, back now, good. Yeah, lost me for a minute. I know, me too. I lost you guys for a minute. The other thing, there's tons and tons. Donna, Deborah's got me back. So I could just maybe even do a refresh. What happened? It just all went blank and then Be Live went off and then it's come back on again. Interesting. Right, here we go. Plenty of YouTube videos. So if you're really stuck on, you think, I just don't want to go outside. It's too cold. Keep your pajamas on and watch some YouTube videos. The other thing is put on some music and dance. Just dance for 20 minutes. Get your favorite Spotify soundtrack, plug your earphones in, and just dance for 20 minutes. I've been known to kind of rock out a real good, Paradise by the Dashboard Light, let me tell you, at 5:30 in the morning. So find some music that really, Sally, I don't like it, but I have a friend of mine who does use the rebounder and she loves it. So that's another good thing. That's a great thing. She loves it. And there's actually some YouTube videos, I think, Sally, right? That can really help. Dancing while cleaning. Do you know, I got to share this with you, Sally. That's the funny thing. I don't know if you'll know, but a musician, an old musician called Leon Redbone, I don't know if anybody remembers it because it's very, kind of last century person, passed away this week. Now, when we were growing up as kids, my mum and dad used to love Leon Redbone. And that reminded me of Saturday afternoons in our house. For mum to get us to clean the house, help clean that, she put the music on really loud and we'd all dance on a Saturday afternoon and clean, and it was great fun, great fun. Do you know there's another great song for cleaning is Ain't No Mountain High Enough, which I really love, and anything by, what's the name? Oh, come to me in a minute. Oh, goodness gracious, sometimes I have to tap more. Can't think of her name. Tina Turner. Got it. Anything by Tina Turner is also great to dance to. But put some music on, guys. And then another thing to do is add some simple exercises. Yeah, Sally, it was good fun. My sisters and I often talk about that Saturday afternoons, back in the day when everything closed at 12 o'clock. And we just had fun on Saturday afternoons. There's always sort of lots of doing that kind of stuff, Great fun. Anyway, push-ups, tricep dips. You've got a coffee table. You can do some tricep dips, squats. Exactly, Donna. Tina Turner, you're simply the best. And rolling on the river. Rolling on the river. Rolling. That one. Sing that at the top of my lungs. My kids used to say, Mum, can you remember you've got your earphones in while I'm singing? How rude. Lunges. So you can just do some squats up against the wall, do some lunges. A great way to kind of get into the whole squat thing is if you're going back and sitting in a chair. So you just go down, sort of touch the top of the seat of the chair, come back up. Great squat. Do 20 of those. Add those. Swap things around. For instance, like I normally in the summer will go for a walk, come back and do my workout. But in the wintertime, I swap it the other way around. So I'll do my kind of resistance weight kind of workout first, and then go for a walk when it's a little bit brighter. So just look at how you can switch things around. But I'm going to share something really interesting, and thank you, Sally. It was Sally Emerson that put me onto this, and it's got a very terrible name, quite honestly, but it's called the nitric oxide dump. Now, I'm going to put a link to it because I've been doing it. Now, I haven't, Sally, have you gotten to do it 2 or 3 times a day? I can only actually do it once. Sometimes I get to do it twice. But it's about 3 minutes, this fabulous exercise routine designed by a guy called Dr. Zach Bush. Dr. Zach Bush. And it's an easy workout, like anybody can do it. And what it is the body produces nitric, I'm going to read this because I want to get it right, nitric oxide, meaning it relaxes the inner muscles of the blood vessels, causing them to widen and increase circulation. Nitric oxide production is essential for overall health because it allows blood, nutrients, and oxygen to travel to every part of your body to work it effectively. Now, this routine, as I said, about 3 or 4 minutes, works 16 major muscle groups or 16 muscle groups in 4 minutes. And it's great. Now, I've got the link here. I'm going to pop it up here for you. It's great. I've actually been swapping things out a little bit. Why can't I show that? I've actually been swapping things out a little bit at the moment, and I've been doing this instead of my normal push-up thing and squats, and I'm really enjoying it. Exactly. Your 7-year-old loves it. And Sally, we had the event last week, and one of the girls here was saying she was going to share it with her kids too. It's a great routine, and he explains it on there. But if you're really running out of time and, you just want to sort of mess it up a bit in the wintertime, it's a great routine to do. I really love it. Yeah, I know. I love it. Pumps my muscles, my lungs, feel like I've gone for a run. We had a few little things to mix it up. Yeah. So what I've been doing, Sally, is adding hand weights while I'm doing the squats. So getting the bicep curls, and then the hand weights again when I'm doing the shoulder press. I don't do the hand weights when I'm doing, I have nothing because I don't think it's good for your shoulders to have hand weights when you're doing the arm pumps all around. But for those of you who are interested, have a look at it. Really good for your posture. I agree. I can really feel it. So really watch your, that's another thing too, really watch your posture in it. If you can catch yourself, actually catch my shadow in the TV, in the screen of the TV, in the dark TV, to make sure that my posture is aligned. Because if you really align your posture with this, you can actually feel it in your core muscles as well. So it's 3 or 4 minutes and it's done. Whew, how cool's that? But yeah, mess it up a little bit. Sometimes I add some push-ups. Sometimes I add at the end some plank. But always sort of round about doing some form of aerobic exercise. The aerobic exercise is really important. To keep your immune system. Lots of research now showing that especially exercise can really impact and help with your immune system. One of those things, of course, is don't exercise if you're sick. I'm a great believer. If you're sick, go to bed. If you're feeling unwell, go to bed. You might want to go for a light walk. But I remember when we used to work in the fitness industry many years ago, and I'd send people home. So don't be here and exercising. It's too much taxing on your body. You need to go home, go to bed and rest, have some chicken soup, and just relax. There was a whole thing about go to bed. I've just finished reading a great book, actually, Arianna Huffington's book, Thrive. And she talks a lot in that book about really, taking care of your body, getting plenty of sleep. And it was funny when I started reading books, she was talking about how important sleep was. I couldn't get to sleep that night. I said, I must go to sleep. Couldn't go. And I never have trouble sleeping, but I couldn't go to sleep that night. I thought it was hilarious. So that's a great exercise to do. Now, the other thing too, we're going to wrap it up because I want to do a tapping thing to finish with. Meditation really, really critical. It's part of my non-negotiables. Now, we talked a lot about this at our event last weekend. What are your non-negotiables? What are you not going to not do? When you set that set of non-negotiables, it's about valuing yourself. You're valuing your worth and valuing your body. So look around how you can value your worth And that's what you do to your body. You know, I was writing a chapter, as many of you know, I'm writing a book at the moment. I've got to have the manuscript done by the 6th of June. My own self-imposed deadline, mind you. But I have to have it, I'm meeting with the publisher on the 17th. But one of the things that I wrote about yesterday was that you can really tell how you value yourself by your few choices. And many people spend more time choosing oil for their cars than they do what they're going to put in their body. So really value your body. When your body needs rest, do the rest. Go to bed. If you're in pain, take time off. Don't keep pushing through it. And of course, at the end of that exercise, one of my favorite poses now for at the end of a workout is placing my legs up against the wall. It's a great yoga pose, and just a great relaxation. Is great for the lymphatic drainage. It's great for taking pressure off and reducing any swelling you might have in your ankles and legs. But legs up against the wall, try to get as close to the wall as you can. Just absolutely beautiful. And what a couple of the girls from last weekend said, what they did, they're going to incorporate their meditation while they're doing that. Just 10 minutes of meditation. So while they're doing some stretching, they're going to incorporate the meditation. You might like to do that as well. If you're struggling to find time to do the meditation and exercise and everything else, incorporate it in your stretching. Just relaxing and meditating and breathing, putting some beautiful music on, really calm the mind. Think about what you're doing. Think about your body. Think about the energy that's flowing through it. The other thing is tap in the shower. If you're running out of time in the morning, tap in the shower. Just as good. Plenty of times I tap in the shower. In fact, many people find that that's really, sometimes the water draining on the body is really good and feels really good. So if you're running, of course, if you're running late in the morning or you're running out of time, try tapping in the shower. It's absolutely beautiful. I also find that saying mantras in the shower is really good too. I choose to be focused today. I choose to be in the present moment today. I choose to achieve what I want to achieve. Use those types of mantras in the showers. Beautiful, beautiful time. You know, how many times do you have the best ideas? Donna, yeah, that's why I love yoga. It brings you back to the breath and centers you for the day. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Yeah. Too. So good. All right, we're going to tap now. We're going to tap on feeling unmotivated. I want to finish this early, but I do want to just mention the next Reclaim Your Body event. The details are up now. It's at the end of July. That this weekend was it was just phenomenal. It was just fabulous weekend. I keep the events very limited in numbers, no more than about 6 people, because that way you can truly get real transformation. In a big event, you can't do that. You can't get the transformation, get information, but not transformation. And so the Reclaim Your Body event, Embracing the Art of Intuitive Eating, takes place in the last week in July. I do have a payment plan. So if you're interested in having a check about that, do that. You can have a look at that right now. All right, let's go to tapping, shall we? We've got 2 minutes to go. Show went on. Let me know if you got some really some good ideas today. Were you able to make some plans? Make some plans. Yes, and my 75th show. Thank you for being on my 75th show. I've done other Facebook Lives. This is my 75th B Live. So it was pretty exciting when I found that out. It was 75th. I don't know what that is. Is that like diamond or something? I didn't think platinum or whatever it is. Yes, 75th anniversary. All right, let's do some tapping, shall we, on when you feel unmotivated. Shall we? Do some tapping, feeling unmotivated. So this is one when you can do whenever you just think, oh, this is pop your essential oils on, a bit of citrus, get the body just feeling a bit better. So I want you on a scale of 1 to 10. Thanks, Deb. Thank you. My 75th anniversary. Yes. I mean, it's 25 more shows to my 100th, right? Well, you might do something really special for that. It's 25 more weeks away, so let's see. Who knows where I'll be. I'll be in Canada by then. We're going to Canada in October again, until I get to see my children. Rightio, tapping. Let's do some tapping. Just check to see if you're feeling unmotivated about something right now. Feeling unmotivated to exercise, you're feeling unmotivated to, I don't know, clean the cupboard, feeling unmotivated to, I don't know, eat healthy, feeling unmotivated to do a report, whatever. Just whatever. So measure on a scale of 1 to 10 how unmotivated you feel right now and where you feel it. I'm going to use the word stomach, and I'm going to use the word I can't be bothered. Okay, here we go. Choose whatever words you want. Even though I feel so unmotivated right now, I deeply and completely accept myself and how I feel. I'm going to add that one, Deb. Even though I feel so unmotivated to get out of bed, it's just too cold, I deeply and completely accept myself and how I feel. Even though I just don't feel motivated to do this. It's dark and it's cold. I deeply and completely accept myself and how I feel. Okay, here we go. I just feel so unmotivated. I can't be bothered. I feel so unmotivated. It's just cold. I don't want to get out of bed. I'd rather just stay right here. Why do I have to get up? I just feel so unmotivated. I can't be bothered. I feel so unmotivated. I haven't got any motivation. It's a lot easier just to stay right here. I haven't got any motivation. I feel so unmotivated. I just would rather do nothing. I feel so unmotivated. Okay, take a deep breath and let it go. Let's go straight into the reframe runway because we're running out of time. All right, here we go. Even though I don't really feel that motivated, I choose to honor my body and myself. Even though I'm feeling a little bit unmotivated, I'll know I'll feel so much better when I just get this done. Even though I'm feeling a little bit unmotivated, I choose to put myself in the future and see myself when I've done this and how good it feels. I choose to focus on how good it feels when I've completed this. I choose to focus on how good it'll feel when I get up. I know I'll feel better once I've done this. I can see that vision in my mind. I can feel how I feel. I know I feel so much better when I've completed this. I choose to do what needs to be done. I can see and feel how much better I feel once I've done it. Take a deep breath and let it go. Okay, just put your hands on your hips for a minute. Now, I'm going to use a little bit of Joe Dispenza's work here. Is to look into the future and just to see how good it feels, or feel how good it feels when you've completed it. See in your mind how good it feels. What does that feel like? What does that feel like when you've achieved that? Because that's the emotion that's going to drive this, right? And take a deep breath. Whew. Let it go. Here we go. Have a great weekend, everybody. Have a beautiful weekend. Wherever you are, stay warm. Make sure you get a little bit of exercise in this weekend. Maybe this is a great weekend to go get some goji berries and do that wonderful, wonderful recipe that Sally gave us. Thank you, Sally. And everybody, enjoy your weekend. Thank you for being on the 75th Isn't It Time Facebook Live show. And I shall see you all next week on the 76th edition of the Isn't It Time Facebook Live show. Have a wonderful, wonderful first week of June. I will see you all next week. Bye for now.